to Andromeda, everyone. Welcome back to Aya. So we explored Aya a bit last time. I learned quite a bit about their culture, their history, through speaking to like a bunch of the merchants, to someone who told us about their laws, and mainly through exploring the museum here. Speaking to Peavy as well was nice and funny. I don't know if the last video looked a bit weird. I forgot to turn down the refresh rate on my monitor from like whatever it is, 165 down to 60 hertz for recording. So I don't know if the video looked a bit weird. Like I was like when I took my headphones off after I just finished recording the last episode, I was like, my graphics card seems to be being a bit loud. That's not normal in this game at this frame rate. But I don't think it mattered too much. Alright, so we've got some more side quests to pick up, I think. So we're just going to explore a bit and then hopefully move on to the main quest. But yeah, I guess if you want to like say what the main disadvantage of sharing playthroughs on YouTube would be, at least if you play it on PC, is restricted frame rates. Because, you know, you can only upload to YouTube in 60 frames per second. Whereas, you know, once you start playing games at over 120, it can feel a little bit jarring going back to good old 60. But I don't mind. Oh, fast travel. No thanks. So we've got a quest in here. Is this Ephra? Yeah, probably. Oh no, Arbiter Vragen. Are you going to be aggressive towards us?
Heard you were coming. I prepared a datapad on our laws regarding war. Learn them.
Oh. Datapad. Thank you. On the proper conduct of war against the Ket, though we face an enemy that won't stop until our entire civilization ceases to exist, it's important we not abandon the principles of basic morality. The Ket must be defeated, but not at any cost. It won't matter if our future generations can live without fear of death or enslavement, if that freedom was achieved through genocide or other barbaric crimes. Interesting. Is it only one page? Okay, fine, fair enough. Is Ephra in here somewhere? Brask. Command console. This command console belongs to Ephra, leader of the resistance. Oh, it is Ephra.
Someone will be sacrificed to this anger. Soon at this rate.
Good. Fewer Ket to deal with. I expect you to take good care of Jarl out there.
I will. I'm sure he'll return the favor.
Don't worry about him. You saved the Moshai. That earned his loyalty. Still wrapping my head around what you found at the Ket facility. That exaltation.
Yeah, it's pretty awful.
It must be hard for you, realizing what the Ket soldiers are.
Doesn't change what we have to do. It's war.
True.
What do you need?
I need you. What can you tell me about the Ket?
You've been fighting Ket a long time. Any advice?
Your war's different from ours.
It's still a war, and we're not prepared for it.
Wouldn't matter if you were. The Ket aren't a conventional enemy.
Do you know where they came from at all? I don't think so, but...
Any idea where they came from? A homeworld somewhere?
Each of our colonies heard a different story. I doubt any were true. They came from far away. That's all we know.
Ever tried following a Ket ship to see where it goes?
Of course we did. Wherever home is, they don't visit.
Okay. They live on their ships pretty much the whole time? You know what their motivations are?
The Ket aren't mindless monsters. They must care about something.
Slaves, resources, power. Same as any conqueror.
You didn't see the exaltation process. Treat it like religion.
They convert us against our will. That's not religion, it's genocide. Every culture has its purpose. Theirs is to take whatever they want.
Okay, I understand why he has to take this mentality, but it would be nice to understand. I mean, the religious element is just more of a way of ensuring that the soldiers are compliant. I don't necessarily think that it means that the Archon himself believes in that kind of stuff. It's more of just like a brainwashing tool, I suppose, to instill certain beliefs and values into his soldiers so that they're obedient, essentially, right? Fanatical. And tactically?
Do the Ket have a favorite strategy? Something we can exploit?
They switch tactics constantly, almost capricious about it. Makes them unpredictable.
They must have some weakness.
They're vulnerable to brute force. That's enough.
The variety is a good thing, right? Because I remember Javik telling us in Mass Effect 3 about that's how the Protheans succumbed to the Reapers. Not succumbed, but how they were defeated by the Reapers was because they had such dominance over the Milky Way. Their military tactics were predictable, right? What about yourself?
What's your story, Ephra?
You're not getting my personnel file.
I'd just like to know who I'm working with.
You want to know what it's like being me? I wake up every morning to fight a war. I send people to kill and die. If I'm lucky, there are more dead Ket than resistance when I go to sleep.
That's a hell of a burden.
Enough personal discussion.
Alright. What do you think of us?
I hope the initiative is making a good impression.
The initiative. Sounds so unthreatening, like a city planner meeting.
He's right
Kind
about
of
that.
what it's meant to be.
City planners don't walk around in battle armor with
Yeah,
rifles
exactly.
on their shoulder.
Depends on the
Dishonest.
city. My point is, we traveled through dark space to build something here.
That's what invaders always say. At first.
We're not invaders.
Of course.
Kind of are, right? The governor?
What do you think of your governor?
She governs Aya, not the Resistance.
Way to avoid the question. Is there history between you?
I can always count on Paran to offer a spirited argument.
You respect her.
She holds her own. Not many do.
Okay, maybe that could quell fears of a potential military coup then, because having the resistance be so autonomous could present a risk to the governor and then all the other members of the hierarchy, right? The resistance?
There's no official Angaran military, just the resistance.
Strange.
Lost our fleets and armies decades ago. Ket mostly. The rest fell to internal strife.
What, civil
We
war?
kept fighting, but our civilians were disorganized, poorly supplied, leaderless. Decades of aimless defiance got us nowhere. I had to make the resistance real.
So how do you organize it?
How is the resistance organized?
Loosely, we operate in cells. Independent strike teams have better odds.
Right.
If the Ket capture a cell, it doesn't compromise the rest.
Yeah, fair enough. How secure is Aya if the secret of its location is revealed?
I've seen armed people in uniform. They're not resistance?
Aya police, purely ornamental, gives us the appearance of civilization.
You don't think they're necessary?
If things go bad, the resistance will handle it.
That's up to the governor, isn't it?
Yeah, I think there's a risk of some sort of coup here. Ephra trying to seize control, maybe.
How'd you wind up in charge?
Nothing to lose. My family was rounded up into a Ket slave camp. Last contact I had with any of them was 10 years ago.
They could still be alive.
Didn't figure you for an optimist.
So what are your kind of big poster victories over the Ket?
What success have you had against the Ket?
Enemy casualties are up 600% in 3 years. But that's just a number. Every time we destroy a facility, take out a warship, we give our people hope.
And you're not fighting alone anymore.
We'll see.
Alright, buddy. You're still cautious.
I'll let you get back to it.
Good.
Alright, good chat, my friend. We've got some other side quests we've not picked up, so... There's a locked door somewhere, but... Didn't we have a side quest to return here as well? Oh, the governor.
Do you have the minutes from the last council meeting?
My dear Andrew, when have I ever not kept such records?
There's always a first time.
For a youth like yourself, transmit the memories.
Alright, Enro?
Pathfinder? As you can imagine, your arrival raised concerns from Aya's people.
Yeah, it's understandable.
It'll take a long time to trust strangers again.
Which is why they want the Nexus to listen to them. We've set up terminals in the city so people can leave messages for your people on the Nexus. I'd appreciate if you take a look and forward their communications to your people.
Collect messages from the docks, market. Right. Arbiter?
Arbiter and I have told me to expect you. I prepared a datapad detailing our laws.
Oh,
Read
right.
it fully.
As defined by the first founders of Aya, this world and all who live on it agree to abide by the laws, customs, and regulations of a civilized society that has existed for centuries on other worlds. These rules of conduct ensure a voice for each family within our society and gives them certain inviolable rights. That was a bit vague, but okay. Can't speak to the governor just yet. So I imagine this question mark is just more laws and stuff, so... Yeah. Oh no, these are the things we can collect. Alright, if we need to just... Oh, alright. Thank you. I remember the first time I met the Moshai. It was one of the greatest moments of my life. She's done so much for our people. When the rumours began that she'd been caught by the Ket, and worse killed, I lost hope for our future. You restored it. I don't care what anyone else says. I believe you came to save us. Go home. This isn't your galaxy. You don't belong here. Anyone who thinks you're different from the Ket is a fool. I see you for what you are, and there are many more like me. Fair enough. I mean, it's kind of a bit hypocritical considering the Angarans settled on multiple different worlds, right? So different star systems, different clusters, different galaxies. What is the difference, right? So as soon as they leave their home world, then they're no different from us, in my opinion, to be honest. So this isn't even their world of origin, right? If you come in peace and friendship, Pavoa, if your hearts are filled with deceit, you will die. That's all you need to know. My name is Vajaka. My family said I could write to you. I've never met an alien before, but I'd like to meet you. I think we can be friends. Edit the content. Oh, propaganda. Nah. Sack it. The truth will out. Wouldn't be as frustrating if I hadn't already visited all of these bloody message machines already. Gimme. Uh-oh. You're going to tell me I'm about to freeze to death. Join our fight. You proved you can fight the Ket on Vold. The resistance doesn't impress easily. Stand with us. Together we will take this war to the enemy's home. We'll make them feel terror. We'll show them despair. We'll break the Ket. And when that's done, we'll share the rewards of victory. Are you at war with each other? We've seen members of your species out with violence, greed, and selfishness. We've found evidence of your people attacking and stealing from one another. Why do you hurt each other when only the Ket stand to gain? If our people are slow to trust you, it's because we can't understand why some of you seem determined to hurt others. Even the Ket stand united in their cause, why don't you? Well, we're not one single race, are we? We're, there's like 5 different Milky Way species here, right? Krogans, Turians, Solarians, Asari, humans. We have much to learn. I've spent my life wondering what other beings might exist. Your people are nothing like what I imagined, and I am glad for that. I thought I was long past being surprised in life. My sons and daughters draw pictures of you and ask me all sorts of questions. They want to know everything about you. We hope you feel the same way. There's so much we can teach each other. I believe in our future. Help arrives when you least expect it, and your arrival was unexpected. You came to Aya wounded and in need, and we didn't welcome you. You went to our other worlds and helped our people overcome terrible challenges with no promise of reward or friendship. You wouldn't do that if there wasn't a goodness at your core. You want to understand and be understood. That is the start of a great alliance. How wise! A detailed scan of an
Maybe I should
Angara.
introduce myself.
Speak to the Angaran who... What? Someone scanned me. Oh. Hello there.
Hello there.
I'm working.
Rude.
You scan Aya's first alien visitor without permission, then blow me off? Come on.
Curiosity doesn't imply a desire to interact.
Noted. What's your interest in me?
You're an alien on my homeworld. Why wouldn't I be interested?
You could have asked.
Fine. Will you submit to a full spectrum analysis of your biology?
Who are you?
You haven't even told me your name.
Darnfra. Biological researcher. This is my home.
And what do you want to find?
Are you looking for something specific?
We share many external similarities. I want to learn if that holds true internally.
Alright, let me scan you.
I have a scanner too. Seems only fair you let me go first.
That's ridiculous.
It's my final offer.
You're bold, Pathfinder. All right. Scan me.
Yeah, this is a weird kind of flirting.
Angaran skeletal structure, muscular formation, and organs are optimal for thriving in harsh environments. As previously discovered, they can also generate and discharge bioelectrical energy.
All done. You're interesting.
So are you. When we face extinction, family is our final comfort. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
I came to this galaxy with my family. I lost my father on the day I arrived.
But you still carry on his legacy. He knew that, in the end. Family is everything. Not only the one we have now, but the ones that follow us. What will your family look like in 5 generations? 10? How many of you will there be?
You're worried there'll be more of us than you.
I have 23 grandchildren. I want to know what their grandchildren will inherit. Goodbye, Pathfinder.
Fair enough. Right, we're on another collectathon. Oh, I didn't mean to come in here. Oh well. PB is still absolutely sozzled. Okay, let there be unity. Before the Scourge, Angara were one people. It took centuries after that disaster to find each other again. And by then, we'd been divided too long. That's how the Ket were able to conquer us. The war forced us back together, but now you've upset the balance. Some don't trust you, others want you to save us. Divisions are forming. If you're really here to help, keep our people united. Pavoa and Ishare to you all. I'm writing this in my final days. I've lived a long life that now comes to its natural end. I've known great loss and pain, but also joy and hope. I think we have that in common. My fate is to leave at a turning point in history. Part of me is angry I won't see what happened next, but I've made my peace. Whatever becomes of your people, mine and the cat, will reverberate into the lives of my great-grandchildren, and that gives me strange comfort. I know there's more to this life than war and hardship, and I've seen enough to know your people understand that too. Be well, take care of each other, change life for the better. Goodbye. We wish you peace and good fortune. Don't be deceived by the posturing of Ephra Ditarshov and his resistance. We are not a violent people. We're scientists, inventors, artists, caretakers, and explorers. This is our home. But there's room enough for all of us. We told the Ket the same thing, but they didn't listen. We hope you do. No one will read this. This message will never be read by the Pathfinder, much less reach the Nexus. We're so desperate for allies against the Ket that we're willing to make the same mistake with new aliens. This little stunt by the Governor won't change anything. We may as well be screaming into the wind. Unedited. Right, where's the last one? And then we'll head to the vault, I guess. Oh, whoa! I thought there were invisible walls in city mode. Oh, hold on. Oh, resistance needs volunteers. Oh, I like these messages. Some of them are interesting. Why are you here? What impulse drove your people to cross dark space? What have you come here for? Do you expect us to believe you're just explorers who want to live in peace? I think you fled something terrible. I think it might follow you here. That's a good point. Questions. Which one of your species actually controls this so-called initiative? Are you even different species or just genetic constructs customized to fill different roles? Why do you walk on two legs like us? Is it so we'd accept you? What did you look like before you crossed dark space? I mean, they're all fair questions, right? First time you see an alien, you're going to want to know all kinds of weird things, right? Keep off Harval. When I heard you were granted permission to land on Harval, I filed a complaint with Governor Shi. That world is one of our most sacred places, and it's not for outsiders. Even the Ket keep their distance because they know we'll fight to the death to protect it. Anyone who defiles Harval will face consequences. Uh-oh, too late, we've defiled it. Share your gifts. You built ships to travel across dark space. Show us how you make them, and let us retrace your path. There were no Ket where you came from. We have a generation facing extinction, but you could help us go where the enemy won't follow. We've suffered enough. Give us hope for a better life. That's interesting, right? Doing the journey the other way. Alright, we've done that. Let's head back to the main mission. Let's do it. Let's hope I've not accidentally left Jarl behind. Let's go. I don't know if this is going to be purely explorational or if there's going to be fighting here. Let's find out. Oh, cool.
I haven't brought anyone here in over 20 years. There's always been an active display for Aya, but we could never affect it.
Let's see what we can do. Sam?
Yes, this is new. Is it similar to the vault on Eos? Tell me, what are you seeing?
I don't know how similar it is, but it's definitely cool.
If I'm seeing what I think I'm seeing, I've got goosebumps. Tell me, what do you see?
The vaults. They're a network, as you discovered. However,
They're not connected to each other, but to this place.
Really?
This image was on a relic the Archon showed me. He called it Meridian.
Meridian.
And it looks like Aya's vault is the only one that's fully connected to it.
And it's terraforming, doing what it was meant to do.
The vault on Eos is also present, but changed. Our interfacing with it has affected its connection.
What do you think, Professor?
I think that Meridian is the control center for all the vaults.
I concur.
This discovery might just change everything. If we can get to Meridian, maybe we can turn everything on from there. Make Helios live.
Wait, Ryder. The Archon knows where it is. He's already been there.
What? Where? Meridian?
Of course. That's why he tortured me. He thought I could help him use it.
Because he can't. Meridian is my people's best chance for survival. We have to take it from him.
Agreed. Such power in the hands of such evil could mean the end of your people, and mine.
Okay. We'll fight for everyone. We'll find his weakness. I'll give it all I've got. I'm gonna make him so sorry. I mean, yeah, I guess we could. I think a purely emotional response. I mean, let's just think about this for a second, like in terms of finding a weakness with the Archon. I mean, main weakness would be it's like he's the only person in charge. So if we were to kill the Archon, does the whole Ket infrastructure completely fail because he's the singular decision maker, or are there several Archons? Is he the only one? Is he working for someone else? Is there some kind of higher puppeteer person in the shadows here that we just don't know about? But ultimately, we're doing this for everybody else, right? Find a home. We're doing it for everyone.
No one is safe as long as he's on this hunt. I'm going to shut it down. For all our sakes.
Shut what down? What are you talking about?
You're going to need that relic I saw. The Resistance might have intel on the whereabouts of Archon's ship. I'll talk to Ephra and secure his full cooperation. Meet me there.
Okay. So I take it we need to activate the vault on Vold as well then. Definitely. Well, of course you deposited me straight back here. Fast travel. There's an update on the Archon in the codex. According to the Moshe, the Archon is focused on Meridian, the control center for the Remnant Vault network. In his hands, Meridian could be used to devastate the planets of the Helios cluster, rendering them uninhabitable, and giving him a hold over all sentient life here. Though he reportedly knows its location, the Archon has been unable to develop an interfacing method, meaning the greater secrets of Remnant technology are closed to him. Yeah, and I guess the way they are serves a nice plot purpose as well, in terms of him having great difficulty interacting with the Remnant technology. Right, let's head over to Ephra. She did mean come here, right? Yeah, she did.
I deserve to be told. You had no right to keep it secret from me.
It's an ongoing investigation. I meant no disrespect.
He's taking liberties, man.
Did Jal know?
Of course not. Neither did the human.
I could have kept Sam to myself, you know.
This is different. Not your business.
It is now. We need to find the Ket command ship. Tell her the truth about my capture.
Moshai, please.
It may be our only route to the Archon.
One of my men helped the Ket take her. A resistance commander named Venturev.
Why?
The Archon wanted her knowledge of Remnant tech, but why would Ven betray her?
I don't know. That's why I kept it quiet. I'm working to capture him, make him answer for what he did.
So we
You
need to
know
find
where
him.
he is?
Kadara Port. My contacts are hunting him.
Contacts? You can't trust anyone there. They deserted our cause, our people.
And now they're ruled by exiles from your galaxy.
Really?
Ven may know how to find the Archon and his ship. We can't leave this to a pack of renegades and outlaws.
Where exactly is it?
I'm a little new to the galaxy. Where did Ven go exactly?
Kadara Port is a trading outpost. We abandoned it when the Ket invaded.
Some of us went back. Deserters, scavengers. They don't support Aya.
What, it's on
How
this
did
planet?
exiles from the Nexus wind up there?
Bad luck for everyone.
Alright, I'll go.
I need the relic that leads to Meridian, and I can handle my people. Let me do this.
I don't like it.
I don't care. The Pathfinder is right.
I'll transmit my files on Kadara Port to your ship.
Our traitor could have useful information. We need him alive.
That's up to him.
Be safe, Pathfinder. As for you, Ephra, we're not done.
Hmm. So is it on? No, it's on a different planet. Okay, that's good. Really sounded like it was here. Right, let's do a quick level up. We've got 6 points. Completely forgotten what I said I was going to do. So 5 points to upgrade the kind of main skills we're using out of the combat tree. Shotguns, reloads. The reload speed is probably quite nice, to be honest. Biotics, we've maxed out charge and barrier. We should probably invest in singularity, to be honest. 40% duration, or I think the effect radius is more useful, to be honest. I'm mainly using it as purely as a primer. Oh, 100% damage versus shields. Yeah. It explodes after the effect ends. Radius expanded. Yeah. The anti-shield is really nice. A defense debuff from biotic effects. Plus 25% biotic detonated damage bonus, plus 40% to all combo radiuses. Damage bonus, weapon melee and melee force bonus. Containment 15%. Combo damage versus shields, that's good. Okay, I think we invest in singularity here. I think a better effect radius is more useful than a duration. I only need it to work for a short period of time, so I'll take that. Now, I could invest... I could replace Nova with the Remnant VI. Because it's fun, right? It's quite fun. And we don't really use Nova that much. It is good, but we're doing quite a lot of melee damage, right? it's quite fun. I'm definitely due for a respec. So I'm gonna pick up. I've forgotten what we were supposed to call it, but do it. Sentinel, Infiltrator, Explorer. I won't be using any of them. I should probably read them though. Oh. Right. Another side quest? What the hell are you doing to me, man? Alright, let's get out of here. Oh god! Yeah, he ran right into in between them while they were kissing. Okay, this place does feel a little sterile, but I think it's just the audio mix, if I'm being honest. Do you know what I mean? The audio mix is just off. It's just really off. YOLO. Oh, there's a quest in here now. Weird. Mariko.
When you have a moment,
Yes.
Pathfinder, this is a tremendous honor. I must express my admiration for all you've done. Crossing the void between galaxies, navigating the Scourge to find Aya. Incredible.
It was an
The
accident.
odds were against us, that's for sure.
Yet here we are, strangers from different galaxies conversing in friendship. Extraordinary. I am Mariko Darej, Chief Voneron.
What does that mean?
A Voneron. That's very... I don't know what.
Ah, linguistics, not my strength. I am a celestial observer, charting the movements of stars, planets, and the Scourge.
An astronomer. You know the safe routes out there?
We deploy satellites that alert us to new hazards and opportunities.
Okay.
But we've lost contact with several key observers. They've simply stopped. I sent a vessel to scan their last known locations, but nothing's been found. Your Tempest is highly advanced. I hoped you could aid our search.
Of course.
Even Pathfinders need a good map. I'll look into it.
I knew you'd understand. I'll provide search nav points. And when I can finally reconcile our charts with fresh satellite data, I'll gladly share all we have.
Of course you'll provide search nav points, mate. Yes. Right. It's cool. It's a cool place, but I want to get out of here before someone else. Oh crap! Before someone gives me another quest. So let's do it. Set sail. Man, I really like the way the Tempest looks. I've got to say, I think it looks better than the Normandy. I've got to be honest. Looks like a spaceship
Director
Concorde.
Tan, good news. The Angara opened an embassy for us on Aya.
That is a surprise? What are their expectations?
What? Yeah, just don't act like yourself, Tan.
I convinced them we're friends. Try not to mess it up.
I do not mess it up.
That's all you
I
do.
will gather envoys and send them to Aya. Thank you, Pathfinder. We'll take it from here.
Great. Alright. Anyone want to chat?
In the escape pod room, as usual.
Uh-oh. Okay, so I realised Suvi's been kind of who I've been thinking about as the romance option, but I just feel like we don't get to interact with her enough for it to feel worth it. So I am considering PB as well. I don't think Cora's an option.
They aren't just conquerors or slavers. The Ket turn everything you are to their advantage. Worst kind of enemy. The one that makes you fight your own people.
Yeah, that horrible realization for Jarl, right?
That's what Jarl faces every day, now that we know the truth. Friends, neighbors, all changed. And they're loyal to what changed them. You're pretty worked up about this. Kandros wants strategies for handling the Ket. I talked with Drac, putting ideas together. Expand our guerrilla tactics, get Angaran military advisors, research exaltation. Just, I don't know. Wish your dad could give me his take.
Come on, Cora. You're experienced enough to do this yourself.
Why? This all looks fine to me. Nasira, your father, they always had a plan I could follow. Without one, it's too easy for people to get hurt. Like now. The Initiative's plans are shot, and people die because of it.
Let's just try and counteract just provide the opposite here, because it just seems like she's having a bit of a crisis of confidence.
We're facing challenges we could never have prepared for.
Yeah.
At least now we can prepare to fight the Ket. Sarissa will have a strategy. Just need to find her and the other Asari.
I don't think that's going to happen.
Good to have certainty again.
Yeah, maybe she wouldn't have made a good leader then. Bit too unsure of herself, maybe.
That vault on Aya was so gorgeous, so alive. And Meridian might be the key to the others. No wonder the Archon wants to control it, like everything in Helios.
Any other threads?
How's the search for the Asari Ark going? Still deciphering the Ark's last known course from the flight recorder, and making sure we're ready for a fight.
Alright.
See you later, Cora. I'll be here.
See how Jarl's doing.
Jarl?
Thank you for checking. But I'm all right.
Don't know if I would be.
I have to be. How else do we go on? You know?
Want to chat?
I may seem tough, but I have a good shoulder.
That's kind. You're kind. I really miss my family at times like these. Are you close to your family?
You first?
You talk about family a lot.
Really? I guess it's just part of our culture. Our families are large, and we share our parents with the community. We all have many mothers.
My family's small.
And are you close?
It's a weird question, this, because we're obviously close with our brother. Seems like we were close with our mother, but the game keeps trying to shove it down our throat that Alec was like really distant and a really absent father. But we don't have an experience of that. You know? I think 2 out of 3 would mean a yes. Mostly a complicated yes.
I am. My mom and dad are dead. My brother's in a medically induced coma. I'm kind of an orphan at the moment.
I'm sorry.
You're an adult.
Well, this random collection of Tempest oddballs can feel like family sometimes.
Yeah. I never really felt I had a purpose. But here, I do.
What about the Resistance?
My place in the Resistance is not what I'd like.
But that kid on Aya looked up to you.
Sure. But you are going to do something important, Ryder. I feel it. This is where I should be.
This friend's logo again. I'm glad you're here, buddy.
I like having you around. Specifically you.
Because of my skill and knowledge?
Not really.
What?
Because you enjoy spending time with me as much as I do with you.
You do?
Yes. You're fascinating. And special. And strange.
Oh, thanks.
And I mean it.
Okay. I know that one of you said that that's like the, becoming friends symbol, but there'll also be like a lock-in romance thing, maybe? I just don't know what the difference is going to be.
There's always more to say and to learn, isn't there?
I'll see you later, Joel.
Stay strong and clear.
Like, I think Jarl would be a good romance option, but it just reminds me a little bit of Javik, just with the voice and everything. I could never romance Javik. Drive me mad. Now let's see where everyone is. Peeps is in a room. Vetra's down here. Liam. Brackenstone.
I'm in the galley when you're free.
Yeah, sure thing, mate.
Looks like pictures of the exaltation chamber.
Yeah, the Ket are using some Angaran-made medical equipment. Could be a lead. I just want an edge on those Ket bastards. If they ever got their hands on Sid, well, imagine if it was Scott.
I keep forgetting to install the mod that removes that visor. I'll keep trying. I'll try to remember. Yeah, I'd be heartbroken.
I don't know what I'd do. We're all that's left of our family.
Same here. Sid was so little when our father left, and I was, well, her age now.
Yeah.
I know what it's like to lose a parent. I've lost both now. Mom died before we left.
Our father didn't die. Or maybe he did. We don't really know. He just didn't come home. He was involved with some bad things. Bad people. Eventually it caught up to him. There was nowhere to run. Not like a whole new galaxy.
Is that why you came here?
When you're young and stupid, you make bad decisions. Piss off the wrong people. That sort of thing never goes away. Not for you, not for the ones you care about. I don't want to not come home one day.
Okay. Vetra. I don't feel particularly close to Vetra in this sense. I feel like there's been a lot more back and forth with PB, I guess. God, I can't believe I'm coming round to the Asari. Again! I don't know, I guess with Jarl and Vetra, they've been a little bit more open with, their struggles, I guess. What they've been through. Whereas it might be the other way around with PB. It's kind of a bit more playful, business-like, not business-like, but we tend to talk about the Remnant and that stuff rather than on our own personal struggles, and the personal struggles might come later after she maybe opens up a bit. But I'd like to say that she's too tough for that, right?
Come on, you're strong, smart. It'll take a lot to keep you from coming home.
Strong, smart, but maybe just lucky. Luck runs out on you.
I won't.
I have a good feeling about you, Ryder. I should get back to work. Talk to my people, see if they've heard anything. Chat later?
We'll keep our options open, right? You guys told me that that's mostly just flirting options. And that it'll be clear when it's otherwise, I think. Liam was somewhere else, yeah. Okay, Drac and PB specifically wanted to talk, but we'll talk to everyone. God, look at the time. Jeez. I think Liam was over here somewhere.
Read the mission briefs. This isn't good, Ryder. The Archon's dangerous. I've seen people like him before.
Well, I mean, obviously, he's the leader of the enemy.
He's definitely dangerous. So dangerous, I'm not sure we're ready to deal with him.
Take him out. All we need is a plan.
You
From
change
where
your
I
tune.
stand, the Archon thinks he knows what's best for us. Problem is, he can follow through on it. That exaltation the Ket do, it turns people into slaves.
He can do that to us. He has that power.
Someone like him you take out fast and hard. Get the leader, the rest will follow. Honestly, drop a nuke on his head, blow up a sun if you have to. Take the collateral damage.
I don't know. I don't know if that's our style or not, but it's definitely not what the Angarans want. We read what it said about their policy on war. About how they can't sacrifice the greater good just for the sake of victory. They want to be able to tell their children that they behaved in an honourable way, right? So
There's better ways to stop him than brute force.
Maybe, but I'm not gonna let an enemy get close enough to pry my plates open and go for the soft kill. You don't mess around with this kind of thing. Ends badly each and every time.
Another galaxy, and there are still despots. We saw similar types back when I worked as a peacekeeper. Pirates attacking the colonies. We trained the colonists and they started fighting back. Raiders didn't expect that.
The Angara already know how to fight.
not all of them.
But the Archon, he's got an army to back up his crazy.
Yeah, but he wasn't expecting us though, was he?
We're the new variable here. He can't predict what we'll do.
Mm-hmm.
That is an advantage, so long as we play it right.
Mm.
You keep thinking about how you want to handle this.
We'll only get one real chance at it, won't we?
Yep, so when we take him down, let's make sure he stays down.
Hmm. Are we really going to get to decide that? That's mad.
So that looks good to you. As if any of your meals passed the bucket test. You lost me. Picture your favorite food. Now picture it in a bucket beside a barn. Would you still eat it? Do all humans try to ruin everything? Or just you? One hell of a trip this is turning out to be. Hostiles, ruined worlds, no home in sight. Everyone's getting toasty. There was a 2-hour argument yesterday and no one even knew how it started.
That's not good.
Luckily, I have the perfect way for people to unwind. Movie night.
Yeah, sounds good.
Taking a breather for a good movie? I could get behind that.
Best part is, it doesn't need to be good. Still get mileage out of the bad ones.
True.
We need something to look forward to that's sooner than Meridian. The Tempest database is pretty dry. Could you download a movie library from Nexus Ops to see what I've got to work with?
5 time.
Thanks. Everyone will appreciate it.
I mean, what he's talking about is just generally important in life, right? I think the more you try and live in the here and now, the happier you'll be. Living in the past, living in the future doesn't really do you any favors because they're not real.
At least we managed to save the Moshai.
I only wish we could have saved more. Oh, come on, think. Think! I need something. Who are you talking to?
Ryder! Shit! You shouldn't sneak up on someone like that. I'm just talking to myself. Don't tell me you never do that.
You seem stressed.
No kidding.
All the time.
I'm not built for this kind of homesteading. Don't like people knowing where I am, where my stuff is. Ugh!
Okay, chill out. Seems a bit antagonistic, so let's find a solution. She likes discovering things, right?
What's your usual solution?
Usually, I cut bait. Scram, strike out on my own. When I felt like this back home, I'd look for a zero-G chamber, or at least an isolation tank. Someplace to just drift away. I could really use that now.
If I may, gravity can be overridden in the escape pod. You can create a zero-G chamber.
Of course! Sam, you're a genius. It's easy. It'll make a huge difference, Ryder. You'll see.
You know, there's room for two.
Okay, it doesn't sound like it's necessarily a romance option, but... Oh, whatever, let's go.
That's all I need to hear. And this should do it. Close your eyes. Relax. Let yourself go. Ah, this hits the spot. Ryder? Yeah?
There's something else that would relax me.
What's that?
That's the spirit. Wanna fool around? Doesn't matter if you have something else going on. I can be utterly discreet. Just fun. Two people blowing off steam. No strings attached. Only if there's no strings.
I don't know, this feels kind of weird now. I don't want this to be like, oh, we have to break down her barriers. She wants no strings, but she's actually... I don't know. I've got too many options. I don't know, man. I don't think I want to. Now that it's in front of me, I don't think I want to. But I don't want her to leave the ship though. Oh, sorry, PB. No.
I don't think so, PB.
That's fine. Say no more.
Let's just enjoy having fun in here.
I hope this is enough.
Hey, don't you know what say no more means? Really, I mean it. No explanation necessary. Just
thank you for this.
I'll just get booted out. It's always so awkward when things like that happen, man. Oh, God. When you have to, like, that, just because there's an element of choice in that, you just get flashbacks to every kind of, like, rejection you've been involved with in your life. Do you know what I mean? Like, both ways. Oh, God. I remember a work party once, right? When I was at university, and I had an exam the next day, so I showed up for like an hour or two, didn't have anything to drink, and left at like, 10 or something reasonable. Can't remember what it was. I was saying bye to a friend of mine. I think she had a bit too much to drink. Gave it a hug, and then it was like that. And then like she kind of leant in, and then I realized what was going on because I was stone cold sober. I just sort of threw my cheek at her lips, and the worst part was I could see someone who we worked with in the background. I could see their eyebrows like up here. Oh God. That was so bad. I like ran out of there. Oh, good times. Alright, this has been Stories of Rejection with Mad Matt Lugos. We'll leave that there. We'll head off to wherever the fuck we're going. I can't think of anything else now. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Leave me a like if you did, and just remember, everyone, never trust and on. Great. I'll see you next time.